Hey guys, so it's me, unemployed Asian man, with the update about my turtles. So, if you want to know how to take care of these guys are called Asian box turtles, or otherwise known as their scientific name, Cora ambuensis. They're all found around here in Asia, in Philippines, Borneo, Malaysia, I think also. There's also a subset called the Chinese box turtle, but those are much more rarer. So yeah, it is a male. You could tell because of the concavity of their shells. That's why you could tell that they are male or female. Female is over there. She's bigger than a male for quite a good degree. These guys can grow 12 inches, so they're not big. They're not really small turtles, so they're medium size. So, couple things to know. These turtles require both land area and also they like caves, like here, hides. So you might need to put a door. They're also they also like to hang out in the what you call this leaf litter. So put some leaves on top of the land area so they could hide. And of course, once that decays, becomes more moist or more humid, which the turtles really like. Decay, undergrowth, all that other stuff. So there's there's the female. Her name's Tortuga. And of course, our male here called Galapagos. I know Tortuga just means turtle in Spanish or Mexican. So, as you notice, they are not the only things that are living inside my pond. There are other things here as well. Some African cichlids. These African cichlids and convict cichlids are living peacefully with my turtle over there. As you can see, they're breeding, they're happy. So as long as you have coral outcrops, fortress of stone and caves, they'll breed happily and the turtles won't even bother them. Look at that. Big old Mbuna over there. Big yellow. Some other yellow fish in there. That means a lot of Mbunas here. Look at that. Let's so yeah, here's answers if you could keep fish with your turtles. Yes, sir, you can keep them because African cichlids are highly aggressive and they are very, what you call this, productive when it comes to making hatchlings and stuff. And they're also very good at hiding inside the rock. So that's why you notice all these hollow blocks and stuff. These hollow blocks help hide the fish so that the turtles, these guys, won't get them fishes. So yeah, so if you really want your turtles to be happy, land area and then water area, water fixture always. They don't live primarily on land, or do they live in water permanently? So I know the mistakes of standard Filipino keepers is that they keep their turtles 24/7 in water, but you don't do that. See how happy these guys are in both land and water? So this is a perfect example of what I'm talking about right here. So here, Galapagos in the land, Tortuga in the water, and a couple of African cichlids, and also um, convict cichlids. If you want something to really populate your pond, add some colors, add some cichlids in your pond. Don't add anything else because the turtles will eat them. So bad example would be putting these guys in that pond, which will result in them getting eaten because goldfish are defenseless little buggers. They're cute, they're very friendly, which means they're food for a turtle. So yeah, that's how you do it. That's how you keep fish with turtles. Always keep in mind that these are specifically Mbuna cichlids. Mbuna means what you call this rock cichlid in African. Not really sure. Like Mabuna people, actually, I'm not really specifically sure what they are. So yeah, as you can see, the fish are breeding. There are hatchlings, adults, and they seem to be living in harmony with the turtles. But later I'll show you that it's not always like that. You might lose a little bit of fish because, of course, African cichlids are super aggressive. They'll probably kill each other sometimes. So once that happens, I just feed them to those guys. Turtles. Look at it. Male and female, Galapagos and Tortuga. They do cute little things. Look at this handsome specimen of a turtle. Look at that. Look at that. See how at home they are in both land and water. So, fun fact about these two, even though they have bred and laid eggs for me, they sometimes fight, so keep that in mind that turtles will fight each other, but as you can see, they don't leave permanent damage because the shell of theirs. So, yeah, hopefully you guys learn how to keep turtles, more specifically the Philippine box turtle, happy and content with their lives. So yeah, you don't really need a very large area. You could probably do this as a tub, bury it in the ground, or get some. In the Philippines, there's a famous thing to do. You just get some of that tarpaulin, dig a hole in the ground, and then just put something in there. Actually, I've sold some of these guys eggs already, and those guys they keep their turtles in the backyard. They just dig a hole, put the tarpaulin in there, put an enclosure, something like this, chicken wire or not barbed wire, tawagan, or a wire mesh would do. So yeah, see, this is what turtles do. They hang out in the undergrowth, in the leaves. So yeah, keep your land area stocked full of leaves and undergrowth. Also, substrate wise, you'll need sand so that they can lay their eggs. When the time Okay, so hopefully you guys learned something today because Keeping these guys is pretty easy. Just make sure there's land area, there's water, there's food for them, whether it be live food or dry food. I usually just feed them with this stuff, the standard floater pellets. But you can keep them fed with bananas, fruits, fish, or other other things that turtles eat. They even eat worms and chicken meat. But keep those as treats. So their standard diet, which should be fruits and small fish. Okay, guys, that's all. Unemployed Asian man out.